Yeah,
we got the recordies. All the buttons are recordies.
Oh my God.
Dude, you think we talk about this? You think there's a discussion? Thank you, Baddie.
Over there, please.
There is no discussion.
I thought there'd be some sort of like tutorial, like, hey, this is what's going on.
Sit down, drink, shut up. Welcome to subscribe.
You see what we're mean to him?
Like
He's so mean to all the guests. This is what we start with.
I'm on
Fluck, show this just so we know.
Dave has pushed the guests.
Dave pushes people. Hold on, Baddie. We gotta get
I'm feeling a little claustrophobic, boys. I'm a little uncomfortable.
That's Baddie's low
I
ceiling.
did not sign up for this.
It's the carpet and low
You
ceiling.
mean the mahogany ceiling?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Might have
with
spilled
that,
a little of that.
Oh, did you slurp it off the table?
Oh, a little? You mean the whole shot
Eli,
you poured on the
slurp
table?
the shot off the table.
Baddie, I don't know. I've
Eli.
seen you're banned off of Tinder.
Slurp it!
You're banned on Tinder for a reason. I'm not slurping anything on
I have
this.
not done anything on this table. This table is for D&D and dice purposes only. Slurp that shit off the table.
Not pussy.
100%. Baddie, you slurped stuff over there.
Yeah, over here. This is my side. That's your side. I don't with your side of the table.
I don't know what has been. There's
Nothing, because you sit
where.
there.
What year is this dust? Okay, wait.
Say hi to Eli. It's racially ambiguous and Baddie. That guy's fucking ridiculous. Donut. That's harder to rhyme, but he's a really nice guy. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Unsubscribe podcast. Make sure wherever you're listening or watching, whether it's on YouTube, Castro, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Podbean, Stitcher, or that's all of them. Please leave a comment, like it, thumbs up it, give it a rating of 5 stars, whatever you can do. It helps the podcast out immensely. And Donut and Eli will be very happy if you do that. And we want to make Donut and Eli happy today.
Yeah, for 5 stars on everything, and a comment if there is possible, because we need to be at the top. Donut, say something motivating. Wait, do we start here first?
Yeah.
It's Baddie, I was trying to be nice to you today, and you start yelling at me
Because you spilled my scotch.
I didn't want Scott. Okay, ready?
His tradition. Nice one, Donut. I saw that. I won't tell. He cracked it early. I'm a little offended.
He put it down without taking a sip.
Oh, Jesus.
You can't, you gotta, if you crack it, you take a sip. You don't just.
I'm acting like Dave over here.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to be a Dave.
Pushing
You're
my
on my
friends.
side of the table. I'll fucking. Cheers, fucks.
I'll just fuck you.
Is it my nose?
I'm going to grape you later.
That was nice. To go from a strawberry White Claw to a 12-year is really
In a shot form.
quite a juxtaposition that my body was not ready for.
Oh,
Jesus
throwing up
Christ.
for
It's
2
like,
days
yeah,
straight.
Let me just do some mouthwash and then slug some orange juice. That's delicious.
Hi, everyone. Unsubscribed podcast here. I'm joined today by Eli Double Fat, Dave, and Leon Lush.
They call him Dave.
He's had a lot of different names on this podcast, from my understanding.
We're gonna
But I
try
think
to
Dave is the one that's going to stick.
We're gonna try to be nicer to Baddie today because we unfortunately gave him brain cancer last time.
Yeah,
we were
literally,
mean
I
to
almost
him.
died immediately after the podcast. It started like mid-podcast, too.
Yeah, you could kind of tell too. You got kind of quiet. Baddie started having a bad migraine.
It was that or his bad genetics. We're not sure which one yet.
One of the reasons they flew me down,
Bob.
actually, is because I've been watching and seeing his level of depression just escalate over the last probably 10 to 15 episodes.
Yeah.
And having a previous relationship with Baddie, I'm kind of like a cry for help. So I'm here to kind of be the balance to the scales that is keeping him away from the news right now.
See, I thought you were here to push me over the edge.
No,
Like-
that's what you thought,
like
dude.
a new host.
I am an angel in disguise. I'm here to lift you up, dude. You look handsome today. Your house is great. The podcast setup is wonderful. I love the decor. The aesthetic in here is fantastic. I love D&D, but hentai sucks dick. So for that, I will chastise you until the end of time.
I
But
want to get a hentai tattoo so
Wait,
bad.
hold on. Why does hentai suck?
Dude, how do you not have a hentai tattoo?
I
feel
don't
like
have.
your
I have an
whole
entire
body is
Pokemon
one.
leg. I don't
It's
have
on
any-
his back for me.
Pokemon.
Bro, could you imagine just a hentai
Yeah,
tattoo?
I know. I do it all the time from
no one's really
behind.
gonna be looking at your back, maybe, except me and Eli. Oh man,
I know I'm in bad company to say hentai sucks. I might have jumped the gun a little bit. I haven't given it a chance. I think.
Dude, why not? Just
You
give it
haven't
a quick.
just like pulled out your dick to some fucking anime chicks?
I never said that, dude. Let's not get.
Then
of
that's
course I have.
hentai.
Of course I have. Oh, okay, so hentai's not bad.
They're
Oh,
girls.
sorry. Oh, you know what I meant to
But
say?
they're-
I fucked up. See, this is how I
Naked
lose my-
girls suck.
I meant
Wait,
to
you've
say-
never
I
just
meant to
looked at
say-
naked women?
I meant
Yeah.
to say anime, right?
Okay.
Hentai,
You're just
sure, like huge, like jab juggies, like drawing up the art's nice.
Some mommy milkers.
Some mommy milkers, but anime. It's I'm just not that into.
Yo, we should get a VTuber on here next too.
That's 2 guests in a row that I haven't liked.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
Meat Canyon.
He
He's like,
likes it
not a
too.
fan.
He's like, I'm gonna get screwed for this, but I fucking hate anime.
Now here's Meat Canyon is more credible to me because he's an incredible animation artist and an artist of all these
got
things,
literal
right?
skills that are, like,
he's got skin in the game.
applicable, yeah.
I can't draw fucking stick figures, so my opinion means nothing when it comes to like that type of entertainment.
He has a show on Cartoon Network.
I know.
I mean, he's
by
kind
the
of
way-
qualified.
By the way, he's kind of
Either. Fuck.
You didn't even bring it up? Wow.
No, didn't bring it up
The
the whole time.
biggest event in his life. You brought him on the podcast and failed to mention it.
We called Tim Kennedy.
Podcast. Yeah, I like it.
We got drunk, so
None of our guests, we talk about like things that
Matter to them.
Tim Kennedy, we called him a turncoat, and then we talked about video games and cum.
in
No,
book.
he's a
we
big
talked-
fantasy
Yeah,
nerd.
which
talked
we
about
didn't
books
know
for, like,
going
45
into it.
minutes with Tim Kennedy.
We do
Like,
zero research on any of our guests.
Listen, we like to shoot from the hip. I think that adds a dynamic that's maybe more sought after in a lot of podcasts. Most people prepare and actually put work in, but if you don't want to do any of those things,
I mean, you see me at lunch.
bring
I was taking notes.
We went out to lunch about 2 hours ago. Eli's like, oh yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
don't say that anymore.
HeatherIDthrow.com. Got it. That's a great idea, Leon.
Jesus Christ! All the ideas you wrote down, I'm like, please,
Leon,
don't
really, you just
please
want to
don't
talk about Heather ID Throw.
Please
This is
don't ask her
why
about that on
stop
the
bringing
podcast. Yeah.
this up, Leon. I got it. You like her.
Oh, this is the third porn reference you're going to ask me about live? That's great. I'm glad I keep talking about these things. I trusted you.
You brought up hentai. You started this.
I did start that, and I meant
You
to say
thought that was
which is
anime.
the actual thing. That's
I
so
hate
fucked up about
hentai.
it.
Fucking Cars, Cinderella. Leon, those are cartoons. What's hentai? Okay,
Yeah.
wait, rewind. It's like, bro, you just, it's a Japanese word.
I'm
that you
digging myself in a hole already. Love hentai, anime, baddie is cool. It's fine. It's fine. I like dragons and D&D. All this stuff is very cool, not nerdy and dumb.
You have a huge house, super tall ceilings. I can touch them sitting down. Fucking look.
You can't touch the ceiling. Shut the fuck
I know.
up.
I'm like this the close though.
You're so
I'm
close.
like this close.
Doesn't
like if I
matter.
jumped, I would palm it. As long as I jump though.
Yes. Hey guys, welcome to the Dave redemption arc. We're going to make sure that Dave feels better about himself at the end of this episode. So everything that he likes, I like today. That's the type of show
That's
we're
what
doing.
I'm
Bro, I
talking.
cannot wait to forever sleep myself.
Where?
You guys are gonna make the greatest memorial video
Manny,
for me.
Oh, you think you're getting one of those?
I told the guys not to tell you, but I brought you a custom 20-sided die, you fucking geek motherfucker.
We're gonna make so much money off of his t-shirts when he dies.
I just picture Baddie in heaven, episode 52, and he's like, I can't wait to see how they memorialize me. Hey
just
guys, what's
Brandon.
up? Brandon here. We just seamlessly go in with no heartbreak.
Baddie's
Baddie's
a
like,
little picture on the TV, like not on the TV, just like next to the, like a little frame, like
After the $1 million we make off of his memorial t-shirts that we don't give to his family, and we get Lamborghinis.
my dad listens to the podcast.
yeah, but he hates you.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's why he listens to it.
I'm just finding more and more
Clearly, he
reasons
hates
to be like,
himself too if he listens to this shit.
It's like looking in the mirror, just want to punch my monitor.
God, I fucking hate myself so much, but I love this fucking podcast because it makes me hate myself even more.
So
I
confused.
raised this piece of shit. I can't believe how bad I fucked up.
I was starting to
Sorry,
think,
fuck. I was supposed to be on your side. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's a slippery.
You know what
It's
it
so
is?
easy.
Wow.
You
It
the
is.
guest
Wow.
always sit next to Eli, and he's a cancerous, toxic piece
is.
of shit.
Yeah, he's like, I can feel the toxins like creeping through my skin on the
Just
left
wait till he
side of
starts
my body.
touching you.
It's like radiation.
Already did.
Did you already? Did you
I
already touch
literally
him?
was like, and I was like, immediately, I was like, I already did it. What's up? Hatred.
Call Baddie Dave.
I thought Leon was gonna be the 20-second push-up, but he's like slowly sliding a barrel into Baddie's mouth.
We're like, I got you, bro. I got you.
You cannot possess me with the hate. I'm a man of God. I'm a Christian. I was a Christian. Not so much. Well, I kind of fell off. I'm like a fallen off Christian. But that being said, I'm a man of the people, and you, my friend, are a handsome individual. And I did just post to Twitter about how badass your stream setup was.
Thank you.
7 monitors, okay, guns everywhere,
Yep.
LEDs until my anus hurt. I mean, it was just incredible in that streaming room. And to that, sir, I say, good on you.
Just think of the porn in there.
I can't
Not to
think of
circle
any-
back to
I can't
hentai,
think
but
of
like
anything else good to say about you. But that alone is enough. I think that should hopefully get me through the rest of the podcast. Good. Cool streaming setup.
Here's the $20.
Slide him the unsubscribed card. Like,
Yeah, Baddie wants to off himself, I think.
I'm gonna head over to the fucking Nordstrom rack, get myself an outfit on the unsub fucking credit card. Thank you very much.
guys, why don't I get that?
Okay.
Weird.
Do we go first into... People got pissed we didn't talk about superpowers till like an hour in last time. It's like some of the comments were like,
No, make
you
it
guys waited? Okay, fuck
Make it
you
wait.
all. Y'all
Cheers.
get
See you at
fucked.
the end.
All right.
Nice. I like that. Fuck the audience. I love that move.
That's why we're so
I'm
strong.
gonna get fucked here. If I'm gonna get fucked here, they can
There's a
too.
90% consensus that this is what my audience wants. Fuck that.
We love you.
To them, yeah.
Angie Dave.
Angie, we love you on this
He
side of
hasn't
the
drank
table.
in 3 days. He's ready to go.
He died and came back. He's ready.
Yeah, that's why his cat has 2 black eyes.
My pussy's hurting.
Baddie, stop abusing your cat.
That's
I do
Hunter's
not abuse
power.
my cats. I love my cats. Internet, don't cancel me. I love my cats so much. I love them more than any of these 3.
Yeah, they're covered in crusties, remember?
Incoming Netflix documentary. Yeah.
Dude, bro. I would be canceled so quick.
Yeah.
Who came on their cat?
Baddie.
She
No,
took a play out or a page out of Shane Dawson's playbook.
Wait, what?
Shane Dawson?
Wait, no, this is real?
No, hold
Oh,
on.
it was a big thing that like Shane. Well, you know how Shane Dawson got canceled for like making inappropriate jokes for
Yeah.
all those years.
Yeah.
And one of the jokes that was like kind of came across as not really a joke is that he like came on his cat once. So there's like a consensus
Can't
out
make
there
that joke anymore, guys.
that it's kind of like probably 70-30. He probably did it. It's so to
That's
me,
a big
for me,
gap.
to me, I think that's fucking hilarious. Great news. A lot of Gen Z kids are like, "Oh, it's terrible. Cancel him. He said something 10 years ago that was bad." But yeah, I hope he does it again. I think it's funny.
Like, joke about it or come on his cat?
Both. I think if you want skin in the game, if you want fur in the game, you need to really come
You
on your
gotta
cat
come
in
on
order
your
to be
cat.
able to joke about it. I think.
Why would you come on your cat?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, you never wiped your ass with your cat? You got toilet paper and the cat wanders in. You're just like,
You started. You think there's a line on this? You lead the combo on this podcast.
I will say, like in the lead up to coming here, like I watched a few episodes. I'm like, what am I getting into? And I came away with really one thing, and it was like, I need to be comfortable with like 237 cum jokes in an hour. And coincidentally, that's literally my style of humor. So I was like, all right, this is a good fit. I'm going to go do this.
You sit down, we're like, hello. Okay, Leon, fantastic to have you.
To have your cum.
We're trying a new tactic.
Our podcast is a 4th grade lunchroom. Like, that's
Just first
cum
off,
jokes and tits.
fantastic penis. Love it.
Yeah.
The cum, the load. My God, beautiful.
Precious. Yeah.
Cody sent me pictures. A nice side cart. It was great. Did you side cart in his son's bed?
oh. Oh, man. He came on my cat.
Can we do earmuffs? Cody, earmuffs. Of course I did. Of course I did. Of course I fucking did. I look like an amateur. Yeah.
He was telling me, the first thing he said to me this morning, he's like, your cat was cuddling me. Squirt was cuddling with
Yeah.
him. It's like, so you came on my cat.
Well, I woke up with Squirt, but I should have been the one called Squirt this morning, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Poor Squirt.
Bad little bastard.
Squirt's crunchy. She's
Squirt's
like a
crunchy.
Dorito now.
Hey, Shane, I see you, Shane.
It's kind of funny. I get it.
understand your pain. I
Okay.
understand
Big
your
shout
pain.
out to Shane Dawson.
It's really not their fault. Like they don't really have anything to do with it other than the finish. Like that's really they're just like they just become a cum receptacle, but not involved. It's not sexual at all. It's more business than anything. I wanted something to talk about on the podcast.
It's like, here's your catnip.
Yeah, I was like, well,
You just
this
trade
is
off?
literally like this is the cum podcast. So why don't I just do something that could create content later in the day? So that made sense to me at the time. It's true.
First off, this is a gaming podcast. I don't know
We're
where
a
you got
gaming podcast.
Gaming podcast. I don't think you talked about game. Oh, you did do the Elden Ring episode.
1 out of 47.
No, to be fair, like our first 10 episodes, we had a gaming topic, every one.
It just
On every one. Wow.
For like
slightly
10
deviated.
episodes.
For all 10 until you spiraled out of control.
With
Nice.
terrible audio and ones that nobody listened to. Yeah, we had about 10 of those.
I like it. Well, we're all gamers here, which I think is. So we
Which
could
are-
probably bring it full circle back around to gaming at some
Hentai?
point.
Oh.
You're a big gamer. You've been playing. What is your favorite style? Is it first person shooters, RPGs? Like what gets Leon hard
Okay, well,
other than Baddie's cat?
it's going to be like ARPG
Cody's
fantasy type stuff.
All
So
of
to
our
give you a
cats.
little background,
So
like
Diablo.
and Donut can sympathize with this. Many years, Vanilla Warcraft, I was hooked for about 3 to 4 years, doing
yeah.
40-person raids, like big dick into Vanilla Warcraft back in like, fuck, what was it, like 03, 4, 5, 6, 7?
03,
Yeah.
04, 05.
04,
Yeah. And then
yeah.
07, end of 06 is when Burning Crusade,
Crusade.
because I went
Yes.
deployed right after it came out.
Yep. So
That's
big
when
into that. A lot of Warcraft. Like original, I was talking to you guys about this earlier at the restaurant, that I was playing dial-up modem LAN Warcraft 2 with my cousins in the 90s.
Warcraft was a
StarCraft
trip,
1,
man.
StarCraft 2, what are the RTSs, I guess
Yeah,
those are
RTSs.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah, love RTSs. I still play StarCraft 2 with some of my boys to this day.
Like Brood War, like or
Yeah, yeah.
like oh my
Yep,
god,
just StarCraft 2 Brood
Let
War.
me know
we
if you
fired
play
up.
Brood
We
War.
did-
I will literally jump in on some
Dude.
Brood War. I love StarCraft so much.
Zerg, Protoss, or Terran, dude. What do you look like
Protoss.
you look like a Protoss guy.
Yeah, I'm a Protoss guy.
You like the pylons. You look like
Give
a
me those
pylon.
pylons, baby.
You look like a pylon. Orange.
Oh, you want to see my
today.
carrier group? Because boy, I will bring
Oh yeah,
it.
that thing's filled with 8 little motherfuckers.
Oh,
They're gonna flat
man.
me. So I'm the same way. I'm like I hadn't played StarCraft in probably like 15 years until recently. I started playing with my buddies, and I was more of a StarCraft 1 guy. So I loaded up StarCraft 2, and I'm like, man, there's so much shit here. I don't know what any of these things do, but I know that I can build like 1 billion zealots and just 12 carriers, and I can fucking wipe the map. So that's what I'm going to do and upgrade. And it's like, how fast can you get to point A to point B and just speed rush like 12 carriers? It's kind of vanilla how to do that, I guess. But meanwhile, my friends are building like the things that like jump the walls, and they're doing all types of shit.
Nah.
I don't get time for that. I just want the most powerful thing in the game, and I want a lot of them. And I'm going to spam that and send me all the resources you got.
You just gotta hide in the corner and hope nobody finds you while you're building a literal fuck ship, and then you
Yes.
kill everything, or you lose first.
Yes,
those are your options.
Yeah, there's no other alternative. But to answer your question, I would say historically, growing up, it was very like fantasy, RPG, RTS, Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires, huge into that.
What RPGs were you like? Fantasy and
Baldur's
RPGs?
Gate 1, 2.
My boy!
Yeah,
You got that
Stop
dreads?
Baldur's Gate,
Oh!
dude.
Stop
Yeah.
touching him. Stop it.
I'm going to touch him all day long.
touching him.
Kill Dave. Kill Dave. Do we get some posts?
Yeah.
My fingers are like sparkling.
Just red fly. Like
I'm giving him like the Palpatine fucking lightning hands right now.
I fucking hate Dave.
Is your face coming out of my fingertips?
Fucking White
Fucking
Claw
sucking
smashes into his
soul out.
face.
Yeah.
Point blank yeet.
Fuck that, dude. What was your favorite RPG? Okay, you got Baldur's Gate. Did you play any like JRPGs or any of that shit?
I'm trying to think. So Final Fantasy VII, I probably put 200 hours into.
Emerald and Ruby? Did you beat?
I beat Emerald. I don't think I ever beat Ruby.
Ruby's a bitch.
What about Ultima Weapon?
8? Yeah, I beat him.
Yeah. Yep. 9. So I didn't play much 8, but 9
And
I
Omega.
played a lot with Vivo, little
Dude,
mage.
9
9 was sick.
I didn't beat
didn't
that
like
one.
that?
I
Oh, you
know.
didn't?
I have fucking. There's one I need to go back and play.
9 was good. And 10 was like the first one. I think that was PlayStation 3 that 10 launched on. 2. Was 2? That was the new 10.
We're that old right now, dude,
Jesus
bro. We're
Christ, I'm
old.
Yeah. So
10 and
10,
10
so
too.
10 launched, and I love that game. And what was that game where you're playing underwater with the ball? It was like Blitzball.
That was 10,
Yeah.
that was 10, right?
Yeah,
that was
That's,
10.
that's the only one I really played a little bit.
Yeah. So I was into
Blitzball.
that was probably the last Final Fantasy I really dumped a lot of time into.
What was the old guy's name? Aaron?
I always forget a lot, dude.
Titus, Ject, Aaron.
Blitzball was either loved or hated.
Fucking hated Blitzball.
There was like you hated that shit, or
was
you're
no
like,
in
oh,
between.
this
The
is
intro,
fun.
the unskippable intro of
Yeah,
Blitzball.
that was brutal.
I download save files past that so I don't have to fucking do it. I hated
no.
Blitzball so much, dude.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was back when the controls weren't quite there for a 3D universe yet.
No.
So even previous to this, let me throw it back a little farther for those of you.
Don't touch.
Those,
You're gonna get
Jesus.
that.
I don't want to give it back to you. I want the hate.
I have it. You're okay. Well, then touch away.
I'm trying to soak it up. I'm a sponge right now. I am filled with too much love and joy in my life. I need
Fuck
some.
Dave, dude.
Let's see
I
if
need
Baddie
some-
hates himself.
I need some pure
He does forever sleep.
vitriolic juice. Just like, I want to get to the point where I'm like Tourette's just shitting on him in the middle of a conversation. Like, so Final Fantasy VII, fuck off! Fuck, your beard looks like shit!
There's a goddamn line. There was a goddamn
Let me talk
line.
about Super Nintendo real quick.
Never talk about my fucking bear.
I want to talk about Super Nintendo real quick. Nice gauges. Your ears look like fucking silly putty, you cunt.
You got little bitch gauges. You're over here like, I want to be cool. I'm old. Let me just try to get it back. When you get a lip ring, fuck you. Bleach your hair, piece of shit.
This is so much better. Go on.
I've bleached it before. I've actually. Oh, you did that? Yeah,
bleaches
that's cool.
it too.
Yeah, that looks cool, dude.
Oh God.
Listen, if I
Somebody
fucking
clip
hated,
that.
if I hated my,
I don't care. You fucking idiot. We're recording it. I know.
it's not a live stream, Eli. All right, it's not a live stream. We can clip it. All right.
I don't want to.
What I was gonna say, the Tourette's took over. I apologize. God, fuck! Fat beard piss. Yeah.
That wasn't directed at you. It
No,
just
no,
happened
no.
to be
It's
fat
just a
beard
thing.
piss.
Yeah. Throwing it back to Super Nintendo Chrono Trigger. Anyone?
Oh, bro.
yeah. Yep.
Amazing
Akira
game.
Toriyama, the artist.
Amazing game. Definitely beat Final Fantasy 3, but not when it came out later on as an emulator. I beat FF3, which I think was a Nintendo game, like a legit early Nintendo. I think either that or Super.
Wait, did you beat the one for Super Nintendo?
I can't remember. The third Final Fantasy was like old as fuck. I think it was either Nintendo.
So
or
number
Super.
3 was Super Nintendo,
Super Nintendo.
but it was Final Fantasy 6 in Japan. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy 6 in Japan was Final Fantasy 3 stateside with the
Too
clown
young for the
Kefka.
Yes.
Kefka.
Yes.
But that's one of the all-time best
again?
Yeah, we
fucking SNES RPGs.
playing.
Chrono Trigger, hands down, the
Top
best.
3 easily.
Period
Yeah,
sync,
easily. Yep, 100%. So anyways, that's a little history. I've seen a lot of video games in my time, and as I've gotten older, I've kind of like turned into just like a really abrasive, obnoxious meathead.
Wait, what?
That, like,
No
people
way.
don't understand
That's
that
so
history
weird.
is there. And I'm just kidding. I'm really soft, and I'm just a softie that likes video games. And I put on this persona, but it's because I hate myself so much I have to pretend like I matter and care. But really, I just want to sit around in my house, play video games, and not talk to anyone forever.
You're a YouTuber.
So basically, I'm describing what it's like to be a YouTuber. Yeah.
Each and
Here's my happy
every one
face,
of
and
us.
life is good. And oh my God, this is funny. Laugh out loud. Please just turn the cameras off and let me play Elden Ring for 45 hours straight.
And now we're
I'm
gonna
gonna eat Cheetos until I die.
Leon, you quit YouTube for a couple months because of depression, and to cure depression, you decided to play League of Legends.
Jesus Christ! That
Why?
is not at all what I said at lunch today. By the way,
Why? League of Legends. Why?
I may have spitballed that a little bit.
Why? I have it quoted from you.
All right, so at the end of last year, okay, you really spun that in a way that
What do you think the title of the episode's going to be?
So it doesn't
YouTube
like depressed,
quits
quitting
YouTube depression.
It's real shitty when Eli spin shit and shits all over you. isn't
crazy.
it? Yeah,
You
it's
must know
weird.
nothing about that.
Crazy.
Shut up, you fucking LGBT.
Oh God.
So to give
Jokes
some
on you.
so
This guy,
to
this
give
shit turns me on.
to give some context to the absolute blasphemy that Eli just fucking spit off at the mouth about, which we'll talk about later, and when he's touching me. No, so end of last year, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, and there was just a period of a couple months where, like, every YouTuber, it's like, you know what? I just need a break. I'm getting burnt out. Like, we're doing the same thing. It's the hamster wheel and all this shit. And it was like winter. It was like heavy into the like COVID bullshit. And I live in New England, and I have a beautiful wife and child, but my office is across the driveway above my garage. So my life literally consists of me like waking up late because I am a degenerate and go to bed at 4 a.m. Go over to my garage and like do shit in the garage and go back and see my son for a few hours before he goes to bed. And then I like go to bed. So you get weirdly like isolated, and like I don't have like a real good group up there that understands what I do.
That's the hard part.
Which is one of the things I love
Super.
about what you guys do down here. You have a lot of really good people down in Texas that are in the industry, and you get it, right? And that's awesome, and I envy that. And it's one of the reasons I'm down here is because I think that's a fantastic thing to have people. Just collaborative efforts is awesome, and
It's
there's
fucking hard.
like a mutual respect. That's what I mean. Like a lot of people watch you. Oh, you sit around and fucking make YouTube videos. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's real tough. I'm like, well, you're right. Honestly, it's not. Comparatively, it's not that bad. But
the process to get there is what people
It
don't
is.
understand.
It
And then
is.
they're like, bro, I'll just hang out with you. You can give me a plug. I'll give you this sticker if you
Yes.
can give me a shout out. And you're like,
I think the thing that really took a toll on me, and talking non-sarcastically for a moment, I spent about 12 years in the restaurant industry while I was a musician for the first half of that, and then as an aspiring YouTuber for the second half of that. by default, your life is social, right? Every week I'm going multiple times, 5-6 days a week to a restaurant where like, yeah, you hate your job and it's like, oh, it's a restaurant, I got to serve and do it. But at the same time, you're making friends and you're talking to people every day. You're out there, you're socializing, and it's amazing in so many levels. And I took that for granted until I became a full-time YouTuber, which I don't take for granted. I understand it's a blessing. But all of a sudden, after 12 years, like, my job, I'm isolated. There's nobody, like, sure, I talk to people online, but I could literally exist with never leaving my house for years at a time. And when COVID hit, it kind of exacerbated that because now I don't have a reason, or I have a reason to stay home.
Yeah.
So it kind of it took its toll, I think. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, I'm just going to take a few months off. And I did. And the whole, like, I wouldn't say it was like, it wasn't really like it was more like, it was a self-discussion. I was depressed.
I mean, straight up, like Cody, me, we both did the same fucking thing. We literally were like, fuck this staying at home. We're always isolated. We're traveling constantly to just hang out with our friends.
Yeah.
And
This is pre-Texas?
Speaking socially, we were discussing this last night. It's like my neighbor to the left was a manager at a car manufacturer plant. My neighbor to the right, he worked at Walmart. My neighbor across from me was a principal at a high school. And it's like you get together and it's like it's hard to talk about common interests.
Because they don't, not to their fault, but nobody that's not in this industry has a fucking clue like what it's like being in this industry.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it is so, it's just very, it's very like every
Everybody's
week you
siloed.
don't know what the fuck's going to happen next week. Like you're just kind of shooting from the hip and hoping you're going to do the right thing, and you're trying to do something funny, and you're trying to entertain, and you're doing whether it's streaming or YouTube VODs, and you're constantly trying to kind of make things that people appreciate. And after enough years of kind of going through that, it's like eventually you're just like, if you don't have a good support around you, like a lot of people that are doing the same thing or people that can provide, some level of normalcy where it's like, oh, you're going through the same thing, so we can do this together, and that feels good.
about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, caught up to me. So I was just like,
Fucking support system. It's wild.
I took 2 to 3 months. I was like, I did the bare minimum of uploads for the sponsor deals I had throughout the course of the latter half of last year. And basically just played League of Legends for like 8 hours a day.
That's the worst
with my friends, which is even worse. Like, it's like, oh, you're depressed, play League of Legends, and then you're gonna want to kill yourself. Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
the fastest you want to fucking forever sleep.
It wasn't just that. I was playing other games too, but I just fell. I just kind of like took a break, but. It was necessary, dude. I'm back this year. Started uploading more frequently again in February, and things are going great. I'm in a much better headspace, and I'm doing trips like this, which are fucking awesome. I have a great time just coming down to see people that I appreciate and enjoy, and I mostly Dave.
Say big shout out to Dave.
Yeah, big shout out to Dave.
And a caveat off of that, it is people do not understand this space. You're not worried just about the next piece of content. You're always fucking working. No one's brain shuts off. If we're at lunch, dinner, if I'm getting off of stream at 2 a.m., I'm probably still writing ideas down, trying to come up with something, texting you guys at fucking like 10 or 11. I'm like, hey, shirts,
The number of times
hey,
I've
this.
texted Eli and Cody at 5 a.m. Like, hey guys, we still doing that lunch thing today? Because I was up streaming until 7.
Yeah. And that's
I'm still live. When are we meeting again? How many? Can I get an hour of sleep real quick? Like,
and
what day is it?
there's no concept of time. Like you guys, like the average individual will be like, oh man, let's hang out on the weekend. It's like, I don't have fucking.
What does a weekend mean?
I have no idea what a fucking weekend is. I'm like, I got this, I got to fly out, got meetings, got to do the business shit, got to do like, it's just a
every day is just the same, right? So like, it is weird, like, because we have this kind of this thing in, I guess globally, but in the United States, like Monday through Friday, weekends are off, like this traditional American dream shit that is without a doubt in the last decade and a half becoming obsolete, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? Like 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, like we're in an age now where like technology has advanced so much, and it's been exacerbated by the pandemic and shutdowns and work from home shit, where like the idea of a sovereign individual where like you need to be in charge of your own shit, you can build a business. Everyone in the world has access to millions of people at any time through the power of a cell phone. And we're kind of like we're in that space, right? And it's amazing, but it's different than anything we've ever been used to. It's new. Like, it feels like old news in the last decade. It's like, oh yeah, influencers, YouTubers make money. Yeah. But that's just because we're in the space. There's still people that are like, All the time. I'm 36, right? I meet people all the time where they're like, wait, you can make money on YouTube?
Still.
What do you make, like $1,000
like,
a month?
Motherfucker, where have you been the last decade? Like, are you kidding? Like, it's crazy. So there's a huge disconnect between like where the world is headed and a lot of people that are not kind of chasing the cue ball. And I think, to credit to all of you guys, like we're kind of all in the space where we're in a place where there's a lot of opportunity, right? There's an incredible amount of opportunity, and we're all like taking advantage of that in a certain way, in a good way, where we're providing people a place to come and watch things, entertainment independently. Like we're not necessarily like contracted to do things. We're just kind of creating what we can. You're live streaming. Everybody here's live streaming, which is such a cool form of content. It's so much different than VODs.
So different.
And something I've loved recently that I've done more of is I've been streaming more, and then you can create VOD content from the streams if you edit it down in a certain way. It's just the possibilities are endless. But yeah, I think about what's happened in the last 10 to 15 years. Okay, 2005, like we have like our Razr flip phones. Okay, nothing's like we're sending JPEGs that are like 8 pixels. And in 15 years later, we're doing VR, we're supporting ourselves, we're living in a world where like you don't have to leave your fucking home to have an
8K
audience of
cameras,
millions
like-
of people, right? 8K cameras. Like it is moving so fast that it's scary in a way, but it's exciting. Terrifying, but exciting. And there's so many people that just are ignoring it. They're like, I'm just gonna open up a brick and mortar store downtown and sell fucking
Shoes.
sell necklaces and beads. I'm like, motherfucker, if you're in 2022, open a brick and mortar store, you have already lost. Put your shit online, e-commerce, YouTube, TikTok, whatever the fuck it is.
Start there
Where is
and
the attention?
then
The
expand.
Attention is on the internet, and like, dude, I know some people. I have some friends that are doing 7-8 figure businesses, and they never opened a physical retail location. You don't need to, depending on
They
your
got
business.
a fucking warehouse.
BRCC just did it for 3 years ago. Was the first brick and mortar with Mason's store. In
After
Fernie.
how many years of selling it?
6 years,
online?
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it was like built up to this business. And now finally we are in the brick and mortar space of like, hey, we're going to have like
And it makes sense.
78
It makes
this year.
sense as like a novelty almost. I mean, obviously, like Starbucks, like or other coffee companies, like it makes sense for that type of business.
This is the first time we're like, oh, we need to expand into this.
It took how many years?
Yeah. And
before you were
BRCC
like-
is a very off brand of like, oh, 6 years, you guys are fucking the size it is. It's a very rare thing. But then it took 3 years into the business, almost 4 years into the business to be like, okay, we have our first franchise. Then we had our first brick and mortar corporate. Last year was the first brick and mortar was last year, and then expanded from there. It's
So the first like corporate office for employees to be locally together.
to work as a like, hey, we're serving coffee. We've had
okay.
had 3 different locations for all the other shit where it's roasting facilities,
Yeah,
East Coast distribution, West Coast distribution, marketing team, and then we're like, okay, now we have a corporate standard for the actual physical locations where you can go buy coffee for the first time, and then they're crushing. And we're opening 78 this year across the
How many
United
did you
States.
open last year?
We did 20 last year.
You're doing 70 something this year.
Yeah.
Wow. There's like every.
But
like,
they fucking
multiple a
slay.
week.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they.
no, I've seen that.
Yeah, yeah. They're like fuck. You're looking at a fucking like they fucking slay. But
I love how they keep opening them up beside Starbucks.
oh yeah, every time.
Almost every
Every
BRCC
time.
location is beside a Starbucks.
And then all the
Like,
business
yes.
is like,
I fucking love that. Yeah.
you're like
Because there is some underlying kind of like, what type of person are you? Where are you gonna go? Yeah, I just wonder.
especially in Texas.
And that's
You getting that grande? You getting that large?
Yeah.
hold on a second. This coffee shop has guns on it.
You with the 30 round mag or the Vinte.
I'm going to that one. Yeah. What is that? I can't even pronounce that word. I call it a beanty still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love a beanty coconut latte cunt. I don't know if that's on the menu, but I want it. I know you'll give it to me. Just spell my name right, you bitch.
Okay, and then the next part of that though is why the fuck would you transition into league when you're feeling down?
Oh, I forgot how this even started. So that,
I know. Oh, hold on. What? It's 30-minute mark, guys. Donut, do it. No, Baddie, you do a sales pitch real quick. Well, first, Baddie, do your sales pitch. You have to win the G Fuel thing.
All right. Baddie's in the finals.
Dude, Baddie's
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
Get this man a G Fuel flavor. I will buy the shit out of that. I'm talking to
I
you.
will eat his
So right
flavors.
now, I am in the quarterfinals. Starting with the 64 creators, 64 content creators who have never done anything big with G Fuel. So no shakers, no flavors, nothing crazy. And we are down to the quarterfinals. There is 4 creators left right now. And if you go to gfuel.com, use code Baddie, you can help me get moved into the semifinals, which means there's a Baddie Shaker Cup, which means you can hold me, shake me around, good or bad. It's up to you. I don't mind.
Like a baby.
I was just about to say that's what happened to my son.
But you went baby. Okay. When you're a cat, whatever. You take that shaker and you can do that. So yeah, gfuel.com, code Baddie, help me out. You know,
Drink
do the
his
thing.
juice.
I like it.
Drink that
Maybe
Baddie
someday we'll get
juice.
a Baddie Gamer Boy bathwater flavor. Who knows?
Oh, God, that's going to taste like...
Ginger.
Real talk. Baddie he's loud and abrasive and obnoxious and ugly as shit, but he is one of the nicest. He's one of the nicest dudes I know. He really is. We call that the fuck, and we call that the compliment BLT. Right?
I was just like, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
3 layers of insults and then one kind of innocuous.
I don't think they're...
comment.
He's a good dude.
No,
He's a
Baddie,
good...
wake up. It's okay. It's okay. Fwah! Just punch me in the face.
He's a good dude. Baddie,
No, but I will. I met you in Texas for the first time.
2020.
oh, God, we got to tell that story. Were you at the...
shoot?
You
The
were...
arrow shoot.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Oh, we got to tell that story. Okay, do
This
that
can
sell
wait.
pitch. Wait, yep. No, do that now. No,
Is there
you do
something
it now.
Is there something I don't know?
No, you just...
Out of rags. Pomade.
It's
hair
really
gel,
blurry when you
beard
hold
shit.
it. When you hold it that close to the
It's on
camera, it
manual
might.
focus. Hold it over here. Hold it by my mug right here. Hold it here.
Oh, there you. That's the hit. He
Beautiful pomade, beautiful face. How are you gonna sell something like this? This is the perfect way to do it.
outofregs.com.
Yeah.
Out of regs with a
Buy that
Z.com. Also, you can go buy.
And on Out of Reds, you can also get your Donut Operator mustache and beard cream.
You sure can.
It's the shit I used today. It's the shit he used. 100% not lying right now.
I used it this morning. Definitely
This-
not lying about that.
Super. That is what he used. Donut uses every day on all his hair. Baddie uses it on his beard,
Code on sub.
He uses on his merkin.
his pubes.
We know what you know what a merkin is.
I
Right?
don't, I'm actually lost.
You know what you have to know what a merkin is.
Wait, what's a
You know what a
merkin?
merkin is? Am I the only one here who knows what a
It's
merkin
like a
is?
fucking beard toupee, right?
No, gentlemen, I am distressed that you are not on the merkin level right now.
Code on sub. Outofregs.com.
Oh yeah, unsub. Unsub for 20% off.
For
And
all of you out
merkin.
there, a merkin is a pubic hair toupee.
Oh, okay.
For back in the day when they used to get a lot of what do you like
Bush?
Lice?
A lot of
yeah, they
bush.
would get like because there wasn't a lot of cleanliness way back in the day with prostitutes and shit.
Weird.
So they'd shave their shit before it was cool to shave your shit, and it was awkward, and you would have to put a pubic hair toupee because they'd have to shave it to clean it up because it was like infested with fucking like rats and lice and all this gross shit. And you'd buy a merkin, and it would be like a pube toupee because you had to shave your shit, and shaved shit was not cool back then. Nowadays, it's like that's the norm.
That's the golden standard.
But,
Back
you know,
in the day,
30s, 40s, 50s, and like the flapper era, merkins were big.
did the bros come out and they're like, "Is my merkin straight?" Like, Leon, how's my merkin looking?
Oh yeah, all
Donut's
the
like,
time.
Eli, check it out.
Oh, dude, me
Yeah.
and my bros up north, we're always checking out each other's merkins. Like, you don't go out to the club without checking each other's merkin. No way.
Baddie, why is your merkin black? It's just black hair. You have the carpets aren't matching the drapes. We need to
like
fix
long,
this. It's
straight
awkward. Yeah.
You could have literally just plucked a few strays and made a merkin out of it, and you
My
decided
face
to
is
go with the
nothing
jet
but
black
pubes.
merkin. Yeah, that's really a weird choice.
John, will you
but-
tell the story about how we met?
Yes, please. Though I love
Preferably the gas station story.
The gas station baby mask and Ashen. Wait, who?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just saying Ashen.
So I have the memory of a goldfish, but here's the deal. I flew to Texas in 2020 to do a helicopter shoot where we shot arrows out of helicopters, and it was amazing.
Who dropped the mag out of the helicopter?
That was this guy.
Not
Yeah.
me.
The experienced guy obviously didn't do that. The fucking the noob over here. Yeah.
I was resupplying ground forces with vital ammo.
He got it on the GoPro too. He was just like, oh, that's gone. That's gone forever. Can I get a new mag, please? And for anyone unfamiliar, so I'm beyond the shadow of a doubt, the most inexperienced with firearms, right? Like, but I appreciate them. My older brother's a lieutenant. Like, he's ex-Marine. I'm just the one in the family that was kind of like a pussy sheltered idiot in my whole life. And
You're the
I'm from
smart
the
one.
Northeast, right?
The smart one.
Yeah, I'm the smart
Smart is
one.
the
And my
word,
parents, God bless
absolutely.
them. My parents, God bless them. They wouldn't. You could show them a gun and they'd be like, "What's that?" You know what I mean? Those wonderful people, but just
They don't know that lifestyle. It's a
they're
lifestyle.
very in the church, and which is weird because down here the church is normal too, and that's kind of like God's and
Jesus
God's
gives
country.
you a 9mm when you sign up.
Yeah,
It's
that
great.
12 gauge double barrel shotgun.
Here's your Bible. Here's your 12 gauge.
That's what
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Go away.
Little holy water, sprinkle that on top, call it a day, wipe our hands. Lord bless you.
The blood of Christ, that is called 12. It's a 5.56.
Everyone raise your 9mm in the air. This is the blood of Christ. We drink that blood of Christ, pop that gun back. This is the body of the Spirit. Okay, everyone, we drink that. Fucking start firing rounds in the air. Yeah! That's what
Texas.
that, like literally you could tell that to someone from the
Southern Baptist.
Northeast and be like, yeah, that sounds like Texas.
Yeah, that's 100%.
It's not. It's like 98% like that, but not 100% like that. It's close.
Reddit's version of
They didn't
Texas.
actually
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
the trigger.
Yes.
Right.
Twitter and Reddit.
All that's to say, I came down, had a great couple days. We had a fucking an incredible time. Met you for the first time.
Yep.
Met you for the first time. We went back to the hotel, drinking some beers, went out late night on a stroll to like a 7-Eleven. Shit got really weird. I don't know. You have a picture of this?
No, I was just checking on the food.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, I
outside.
forgot we were doing that. Jesus Christ. Oh, my asshole.
We got piss drunk before we got to the hotel. Then
Yes.
we went to the hotel, drank more. I don't know if it was White Claw or whatever the fuck we were drinking at the time.
We got shit
find
right.
out.
And-
Dad stayed home. Dad is Matt Carricker.
Who saved us from the cops?
He
remember?
did.
Yeah, he did. Oh my God, I forgot about
Holy
that.
shit, I did.
What a legend. Yeah. He just,
Legend.
yeah,
Just a
We were
legend.
gonna maybe take a crane and a tractor for a joyride.
Holy fuck, there was keys in it. Where are all the keys in it? We're like,
It was a
I was
fucking backhoe and like a crane, and we were like,
We got drunk and we walked about a quarter mile to a 7-Eleven down the road. No sidewalk, just walking through a field with holes and puddles and shit.
and then there was a weird baby mask in there.
They had Halloween
Just to
masks or some
reaffirm,
shit.
we are 30 years old and up.
Oh yeah, all of us are over 30 at this time. Yeah.
Baby mask, you
living
bought
the
the
dream,
fucking
yeah.
baby mask.
So I turn around and Baddie's like, "Ma," like,
You put it on.
Oh,
you drunk ass. You're the one that was like, this baby mask, can you put it on? And you're like 8 foot tall with a
was like-
fucking weird baby mask.
It was like one of these realistic, like weird human masks. Like you see all the weird realistic face masks, but it was like a gas station had a wall of them, and
"Like, why? It didn't make sense."
It was a very peculiar
To get robbed.
product positioning for that, but it worked good. It was
You
it was
were
scary.
hooked
you just wore
instantly.
it. The worst part is you wore it on like the top of your
270-pound
head.
baby, because it was too small. I have the size of a steroid induced watermelon. My head is massive.
You're dipping your chin and going, "Meh."
It was so fucking small. It's like stuck to my forehead. And,
I just glad in this story you were like, which one of you bought that? It's so stupid. It's like, Leon, you put that on and you were like, I'm buying this.
So this is one of those times. This is one of those times where years later, because I'm one of those drunks. It's like, oh, I was fine during that, and now like 3 years later, I'm like, oh, I put the baby mask on. I must have been fucked up. Yeah. I'm realizing now how fucked up I was 3 years later because I felt good at the time. In my own head, it felt fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird.
There's so much white.
So we
Dave's having a problem over there.
we're all pissed drunk, and none of us smokes, but we're like, let's buy cigarettes.
Oh, we bought cigarettes. What was that
That's
all
the
about?
fucking what,
Whose idea
American
was that?
Because we were like
spirits.
16
the
years
spirits,
old.
yeah. Did we get the-
American.
did we
That
get
was
the
probably
blue or
mine.
the
yellow?
That's blues. If it was
Yeah,
blues,
blues,
I'd buy
yeah.
it.
Yep.
we don't
Yeah.
I smoked a lot of blues in high school for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They were good. Those things last a minute, dude. You took
Bro, and they burn.
yo, they
They got that-
burn.
You get that sick feeling from the nicotine.
So like a
This is
normal
what being drunk is like. I love this.
normal 30 to 35-year-old adults, you know. Yeah, maybe walk back to the hotel, smoke your cigarettes.
Not us.
No, dude. We sit beside
We sat
the
outside the
7-Eleven
convenience store.
on the side where the ditch was.
And the
But it
back
was
and the
beside.
backside.
The backside of the 7-Eleven, like 7 feet from the wall of the 7-Eleven.
No, we were on the wall of 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, we were sitting against.
Yeah,
it.
we were literally
We were
there.
drinking Four Locos and smoking American spirits.
It's like we're on the side where the light flashes and kind of doesn't work. That was us. Like people walked up and they're like, the fuck?
That's
Baby mask Leon?
That's like, that was in my top 3 moments of degeneracy. And I really hold that with fondness in my life because like you get to a point where like you're doing the family thing, you're raising a kid, but like you have to have these moments in your life where you're just a complete piece of shit. Or like, what are you even living for, right?
Yeah.
Like, why am I trying to be a good dude if I can't occasionally put on a baby mask and smoke American spirits outside of a 7-Eleven hammered as fuck? Right?
Living the dream.
That
The
is
smoking
fucking dream.
part.
Yeah, the smoking part, there was a special
Was
thing
it-
that happened. Do you remember that?
it
Oh my god, we were next to the propane tank the whole time.
He was
Oh my
ashing.
god, he's ashing next to the 500 gallon.
into it.
You were
Into
leaning
it.
against it.
Leaning on it, ashing into the tank.
So,
I
and
forgot about that, dude. Oh my god.
you guys may have seen this, but in some states they have the propane tanks in a big metal cage outside of the store, so they don't accidentally
You fill
blow
up your
up.
grill propane or whatever. Yeah.
So we're in this ditch smoking and drinking Four Locos, and we
leaning
all,
on it.
We all go, Baddie's got his elbow up on it, ashing onto the thing that's full of propane. There was like 18 propane tanks in there, and we're all
Blue
like,
Rhino
we're like,
cages. I'm like,
Baddie, the thing.
I was like,
Hey,
oh.
you know, guys, this is dangerous. Let's head over to the gas station. Go by the pumps. Yeah. Let's head over to the pumps real quick and ash over there instead. Oh my god, that's funny. I forgot about that. I was like, something happened outside there, right? Yeah, something was like
A
some
lot
weird,
of-
yeah. Oh yeah, we were just throwing live
I
flames.
forgot we were drinking Four Locos. We literally went in, bought Four Locos because
And
we're
cigarettes.
like, they got Four Locos. Bought Four Locos and cigarettes. Smoked. I ashed on propane tanks. We walked back.
Dad had already gone to bed at that point, right?
Yeah,
That was just
It
us.
saved us from the
He was
cops.
being
Because
responsible.
when we were trying to steal the
We were
backhoe,
trying to steal.
yeah, we were stealing.
We were borrowing it
unquote.
first off.
I forgot about that.
As a Mexican.
The cops are questioning us.
A lot of experience here. Okay. Been
you have a
using these
demo
my whole
ranch?
life.
Yeah, Demo Ranch pulls up sober as a judge, and he's like, "Oh, those are my friends. They were just walking to the store," and he talked to him for a minute, and they're like, "Okay." We're like climbing on the.
He's like hanging off the fucking back.
Swinging.
Sitting in the
this
driver's
thing in
seat,
the
like
ground.
wiggling the joysticks, like it's not working yet. Where's the keys?
Thank God I was only 35 during this.
Yeah,
It sounds like I was in high school.
I know. I was such a young buck back then.
Can you like?
Just young and irresponsible as a 34-year-old. I can't believe I was doing those things. At 36, though, I'm mature.
Imagine
family
telling
man.
this story and being like, what age were we? And they're like, 17?
Yeah, around there. Yeah, add like another 17. And we're close. Yeah, double that. Actually. Yeah.
2 years ago, after we shot fully automatic machine guns out of a helicopter.
Out of a helicopter.
Man, life's fucking weird.
It really is. But so to wrap that up in a bow, like that was how me and Dave got to know each other, and it was like it was kind of love at first sight. Like I saw the gorgeous flaming beard, and I was like, all right, this is a man I could get to know.
We lived kind of near each other, so that
We
was
did.
helpul. That's weird.
Just let the silence
Stop
I'm
touching.
just waiting for the
Imagine if we
hatred
did
to flow through him.
I wish I knew like a General Palpatine line. Let the hate
Do it.
But he starts floating. It's like,
Yeah.
no, stop it, Leo.
just force choking him.
I have a
Like,
General Palpatine robe in the other room if you want to get it. Like I do. It's in the other room.
just put it on.
It just hard cuts to that.
How crazy can we go with the visual effects? Can you make me Palpatine right now?
I'm not doing
I
any
will
of
force
that.
choke him to
But
death.
I will do that. I will do that little segment where you just force choke Baddie for
I know you know how to do a thing or two with Adobe After Effects.
I
Like,
one
Matter,
or
Daddy,
two.
if you want to choke me.
I was, yeah, well, I don't want to, we could do that. On
That's why
camera.
the
That'd be
guests
all right.
don't sit next to you.
Oh, that's right. They don't sit next to me anymore.
That's why you're literally surrounded in a ring of salt right now. You sick fuck.
You fucking slug.
Disgusting.
Go over
Yeah.
there.
Try to touch that salt, see what happens. You'll
What was
shrivel
the
up like
last
a
guest that
fucking
sat next to
slug.
me? Because the guest used to sit next to me, and then we swapped
Yeah,
donut.
like maybe we should put Donut in between them. It was very awkward for them. Yeah.
There was a guest.
Dave it was very uncomfortable for everyone.
think it was
next to Dave.
Maybe it was one of the older Caleb ones, like back at Donut's house still.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of this.
Caleb didn't do one at my house, did he? What?
Yeah, he did. He did the first one there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. What?
These are years.
It was the unreleased podcast.
We had we had an episode
Unreleased.
unreleased.
We were very
Too many
not
shots.
sober.
Too many shots in
A
that
lot
one.
of mimosas.
Yeah.
That happens. That happens. Like, fortunately, on this one, we're all pretty put together and handsome, and everything looks good.
Dude, we are fucking clean cut.
Dude, I got a haircut before I came down here. That only happens once in a while. I mean,
Yeah,
Like, I gotta
me
look good.
too.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're an anomaly. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I shouldn't exist at this point. Let's be real. The fact that I'm still alive is
It's just like the
Mind-boggling.
reason I love you so much is because like you're the dude in the group where like everyone hangs out with you and it's like wow, we feel so much better about ourselves. It's like wow. When you asked me about my depression with League of Legends, like I am fully happy right now. Being in the
Baddie
presence of
stream
these
clip.
guys. Yeah.
Fuck, I feel better.
Yeah,
That's in your wallet. It's a picture of Baddie. He's like,
I'm
not
talking
today.
about- I'm talking-
Not today, forever sleep. Not today.
coiled up in the corner, just weeping, like no idea why. And I just pull out my wallet and just like,
love you.
like a scene from Armageddon, where he's like on the moon, looking at fucking Liv Tyler, but it's Baddie streams in my fucking wallet, and I'm like, I'm gonna live to fight another day because look at this sad motherfucker right here. Holy shit! It could be worse.
I haven't hit rock bottom yet.
I might be in the Marianas Trench, but I'm not in the molten core. Right now.
guys are so
God
lucky
damn it.
my dad made so much, like, just tore me apart as a child, like, ruined me. Otherwise, this shit might actually affect me. It's wild. Thanks, Dad.
Man, I fucked up. I was supposed to be your rock today, and I'm blowing it right now. I'm so easily influenced by this prick on my left. I'm telling you right now. Like, this dude, like, I came in with the intentions of being your rock, your angel, your Michelangelo.
I like he's the victim right now. This is very Reddit of you.
Yeah, like, I am the victim. Like, you have fucked me, Eli. I was gonna soak your beard in cornstarch and suck it out. Like, I had plans. I had fucking plans. 5 minutes next to Eli, and I'm over here tearing you down, bro. This is ridiculous. Fuck you, Eli. It's your turn, all right?
Okay.
No, Eli, it's tough, though, because you're just so handsome. I don't know.
So goddamn handsome, right?
It's gonna be way
He's
too
just
hard
a
to
short fuck. That's all I got. That's it.
Like, you have 2 nose piercings, for Christ's sake. That's so easy to make fun of.
I have 3.
God damn it, that's even worse. Holy shit.
It's like, I was trying to save you. Why'd you tell me about the third
I
one?
can't lie to him. He's beautiful.
Give you the benefit of the doubt.
I had a truck in Vegas and got another one.
That's actually a good story.
That's a great story. Imagine going into a fucking piercing tattoo shop and like, to the nose. They're like, you already got one. I'm like, do it again.
And one more next to it.
Hole punch. Let's go.
Shit, I meant the other side. Don't worry about
It's all right. We'll do the same
It's
side. It's fine.
it. No, he's fine. Oh my god. Okay. And superhero powers because we made him wait for 54 minutes. Just like you said.
Has it been 54 minutes?
This goes quick. That's the
54
hardest part.
God
It
damn,
fucking
dude. Yeah, wow. This
it
is a
fucking
great-
just
I'm having a
disappears
great
with time.
right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
this could be a long one.
We gotta do one more shot before super. Everyone good for it?
shot?
Yeah.
Leon, clap.
Like that?
Dude, that was a solid.
Harry Palms, baby. I masturbate a lot, so I guess, yeah. Jesus
Look at the elbow.
taught me the.
See the difference in sound? You fucking make eye contact with elbows, bro. That's all you do.
All right, so that comes.
No, you just look at mine.
You look at your
Watch.
own elbow?
Look at my elbow. You look at mine. I'll look at yours. Ready? Go.
the fuck?
You're like, why is it so loud and powerful?
I am 36. I'm just figuring out something about a high five I've never known.
Who taught me that?
I don't know. Wasn't me.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
I'm awkward. I wouldn't do shit like that.
You're like, I make eye contact and then miss. That's my white power.
Maybe I did teach that. I can't even make eye
Do
contact.
one of these, like, yeah. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, we'll just pound it. Oh,
The fucking the shitter, the turkey. Like,
Yeah, the
where
turkey.
we at?
Yeah. White people handshakes.
turkey.
So, Mr. Leon Lush,
Yes, sir.
if you were to join a superhero group,
Okay.
possibly
Wait.
the name of the group is called. Oh yeah, we gotta do a shot.
Here's your first superpower, booze.
Drink.
This is, I mean, your kryptonite.
Kryptonite. It's a kryptonite and a superpower, quite frankly.
At the same time.
the
That's what
truth.
alcoholics say.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
right now it's a superpower. Tomorrow,
it's a superpower right now. Yeah, we're
Tomorrow it's
past this.
kryptonite.
you join, you awake one day with a superpower.
Yeah.
You get picked up by a superhero group called the Offenders. Don't worry about that. That's later.
Where are we headed with this?
You have some superheroes in your group that have, say, the ability to fly.
Yeah. Yes, I can fly.
Okay.
I have super strength,
Super speed.
super speed. We have some others in the group that can go invisible, can create, we'll say human weapons.
Forever sleep.
Forever sleep. Yep.
Stretchiness.
But yeah.
Oh, stretchiness was a new one. Yeah.
Stretchiness, that was meat canyons.
Yeah, and then the human weapons is another one. What would your superpower be?
So we've already got flight, stretchiness. What was the other ones? Flight,
Strength, speed.
strength, speed. So like everything Superman does.
Yeah,
That's,
fly.
that's off the table.
Yep.
I would be like Jean Grey, mind control. Like,
See, I literally thought about that today.
Oh, we can go deep with this.
Think
Yeah.
of what you can fucking do when you can control people's minds. You can be way more destructive than some pussy
I know,
ass Superman.
we're
I can
thinking the
fly.
same
I can
thing.
fucking fly in tights, motherfucker.
Cody?
I can control everybody's mind on the planet.
Cody,
Right?
what's his offset power?
There's a problem.
No, go, Cody. Let's hear it.
No, we're gonna have to come up with this together. So,
So you have your power.
in order to use your power, there's an
There's a
offset.
contingency.
Not good.
Nice.
While I'm flying, I have to shout racial slurs.
So every cop stream.
While I'm using my strength, I literally start coming uncontrollably. Like,
That's not a negative thing.
imagine trying to do everything. And
Yeah,
just
but
coming
trying to be
constantly.
a superhero, especially
I don't know.
Let me
2022.
save you, child. It's not good.
Many of the old Leon Lush fans know I did a video in 2017 about a woman who had a disorder where she came 280,000 times a day, or 280 to 300 times a day. It's an actual disorder.
280,000?
No, that was that's the fucking 12 year.
Okay, I was like, Jesus, fuck, this woman, how'd she move?
200 to 300 times a day.
That's so many times.
It's a legit disorder where she's just constantly coming, and I made a video just laughing my fucking ass off while she's like coming doing menial tasks. And
I'm sorry, lady. This is my
That
burden.
must be so terrible.
Fuck you.
I got absolutely shit on in the comments from people that were like, "This is a serious disorder. She can't live her life." And I'm like, "Cool, still hilarious. Don't give a shit. If you're literally coming 300 times a day, that's funny. I don't care who you are. I'm sorry your life sucks, but like that's hilarious." So that being said,
Jesus
hilarious.
fucking Christ.
But also like part of like 20% of that would be pleasurable.
Slightly
Way better
inappropriate.
than
Yeah, but-
like you'd be less canceled than Donut.
No,
for
no, no,
sure.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. We're in 2022. You have Baddie on the news. Man saves child and
Lifts
comes on him.
car
There is no
Bro,
winning.
no. You know what
He
it
is
is? My
hated by so
superhero
many
costume?
people.
Iron belt. Like, there's nothing escaping. It's sealed.
See, that's
You're
that's
like
a
saving the kids still, and you're just like,
Yeah, the photos, all the news networks have of you, just like.
he's doing his vinegar stroke.
Yeah.
And before they're going
4K,
back when you just made your first uniform, Baddie.
Simple solution to this: let the children die, save adults. That's all you got to do.
There we go.
Simple
But we're
solution.
really passionate about like saving people.
kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
On
not
that-
just kids. like everybody.
Baddie's
That was
super
weird.
about Baddie's super about saving kids.
Daddy loves saving kids.
Eli, what's your downside, Eli?
He's like, I'm using my superpower.
I like to pull kids out. I like to take kids out of the system and save them. I can save you. I have a superpower. You might have heard of
Always
it.
angry on the
I'm
left side.
constantly coming.
Eli, what's your downside?
This is fucked up,
Shut
by
the
the way.
fuck up.
I love this.
Eli, talk.
So what's your contingency? And
I have the speed of light.
I have one.
I can fucking. I just no control of my bowels, unfortunately. When I do this,
Is the brown streak.
I am the
Shitting
brown
yourself
streak.
constantly.
Yeah,
You have the best deal by far.
partially because I have IBS.
'Cause, in real life? Or
Yeah.
while we're-
Oh, 100%.
The Indian food's going to exacerbate that, I would imagine.
Oh, 100%. I'm double shitting today.
So every time you go speed of light, you shit yourself.
Yeah, I show up at the crime scene. I'm like, "What's up, guys?" And it's just covered. I'm like,
They're like, well, you got to
ignore
fast, but
this.
You're covered in shit. This
Yeah.
is
And
kind
there's
of
just a line everywhere.
bittersweet.
Just the brown line.
I just picture people walking across like, "What the fuck?" What the fuck?
You're gonna be so hydrated. Shit everywhere.
Are you wearing a cape or like you can wear a diaper and get away
you
with
have
it,
to
bro.
wear like
Oh
a
my
tiny
God.
cape.
You could wear,
tiny cape,
you could
shoulder
wear
cape.
an adult diaper and be a great superhero. You would
It's
still be
constantly flowing,
pedophile,
though.
and
That's
you
a
would
lot.
get absolutely eviscerated nonstop by Gen Z. So there's nothing you could do. Like I would say,
We
you
need
have the
to
best deal.
rework mine, I think.
No,
Yeah,
fuck
like yours
you.
not that bad enough. Like I sometimes shit my pants from just feeling lazy.
Okay, but
like,
you
I'm
shit
playing
your
Elden
pants and it's
Ring,
done.
and I want to shit my
It's
pants. Like
done.
nobody has to know.
Sometimes I want to wear a diaper. Sometimes I just want to wear like a hole in my pants.
That's what I mean. Like,
I'm feeling assholey today.
Oh man, the
I'm just like,
bathroom's 500 feet away. I'd rather shit my pants to get out. Of this
But
computer
again,
right
he's
now.
running not 15 feet. He's running 800 miles.
yeah, but I can
Shitting
still.
the entire.
I can be a
how big of
dickhead.
diaper you need.
Baddie,
sir?
imagine
the whole
this.
time?
The whole. It's not like one little shit. No, the whole. He's the brown streak.
Baddie, imagine this. You're
That's his name.
Baddie, imagine you're streaming. You're having a
Mexican.
good
Yeah,
time.
it's the brown streak.
That would for me. I would eventually adopt that as like a thing of pride. Like I can.
Mine
shit
came from, I think,
can
Mexican
shit
heritage.
For 800
Yeah, no, we
miles
did.
straight.
Yeah.
I can drop a fucking fat shit for 800 miles. Like that's something you could flip the script and be like, this is something to be proud of.
Is it a log or
Because
is it like
nobody
a?
else can do that.
I can fuck with my friends. Baddie's streaming.
Yeah, you
he's
can
in the
run
midst, and
circles
he's just
around,
like just fucking splattered.
Imagine how much you
worst
you could do.
superhero
Put
ever.
a treadmill on 20 mph and just shit nonstop for like a day on that treadmill. You could line people up. I'm sure, like if you're famous for being a superhero, you could line up girls that would want to get you shit in their face. Like you could do all types. You could
You're
commoditize
the
this.
best. You're a hype man, and I like it.
Listen, I'm
You're not
one of-
hyping me. I'm calling you shit names, and you're hyping up shit man.
I've been down
Elbows.
There we go.
I've been down enough internet rabbit holes to know that there is a lot of business in the scat party. Okay, there's so much to be done there.
Dude, my
You
OF
guys
is
are
gonna
fucked.
just
You're
take
creepy.
off.
You're fucked. But like,
You're
Scatman,
creepy.
you're obviously Scatman, right? Like, there's no other way.
That's the other part. It has to play everywhere I run. It's
But
gone.
the other is your asshole constantly plays funk music. So you're shitting not with fart sounds, but with fucking 70s funk. That's the best because you're the scat man. That's money, dude. See, this is good. You guys didn't think this through. He's got the life right here. You're fucked. You're fucked. But what is my contingency? Like, I can control minds, but like,
You have to make someone do something terrible before you can control mine.
That's
That's
what we gotta
fine.
think. We
Yeah.
gotta
I
refine this
fucking
one.
occasionally make my wife sleep with me, so I'm used to that.
Marriage.
Yeah. That's his down part. Marriage. Oh no.
Hey, I'm fucking teasing. Women would be so lucky.
Okay. We go into marriage.
You would be so fucking lucky to get these fucking 18-inch.
Okay.
Pythons.
We go into marriage.
I'm very self-conscious.
He can control anybody's mind, right? But before he can use his power, his wife gets to control his
My
mind.
Hold on.
mind. Ooh.
Like you lose control of what you're doing to somebody
No,
else.
his wife gets to read his mind at any given moment.
And yes, sir, you are married.
He's like, I don't like the superpower anymore. The superpower is very terrible now, and I do not like this upside. You can control any motherfucker you want. Your wife.
But not your wife. You can't control your wife. That is very.
Sweetheart, if you're watching this, you know I love you. You're my girl, okay? You're my ride or die. Okay? But I'm about to say, just earmuffs, baby. Just earmuffs, real
Just
quick.
hit that mute button. Hit that mute button. It's
been
F9, maybe
it's
F10
been
on
an
your
hour.
keyboard.
Girl, turn the podcast off. Take care of our child. Take care of our sweet innocent child. He doesn't need to hear this. You don't need to have this in your brain. No, I'm kidding. I mean, that would be. But
Problematic.
I feel like a lot of back. You're about to turn into a politician so fast.
I feel like
1,000 points a lie.
I think that she would understand, like she. The reason I love my wife is like she understands the male brain to a lot of extents, right? So,
When
like,
you start with the reason I love my wife. And you've not talked with your hands this entire podcast, and now you pulling these guys out.
Why are you smacking so much, man? With the Indian food's in the other room.
leave it to Dave to turn the heat up in here. I'm trying to have a nice time. I'm trying to enjoy myself. He's like, let's crank the heat tonight and ask him about his fucking wife. Wow, what a prick.
Yeah, fucking Dave.
I don't care. Like,
Bringing up this
no matter
superpower.
what happens in my marriage.
Why was that his offset, Dave?
It's not going to be
Jesus
as disgusting
Christ.
as your fucking beard.
Saw
You
a
sick
moment,
prick.
stab. Sniper saw the heart, stab.
All right, so let me get this straight. So, like, I can control people's minds, but the
Everything.
contingency is that my wife can read my mind at any time.
Yep.
Yep.
Even while you're sleeping.
That's why that, like, there's an
I just like
excuse for
that pause and then like the sweat. It's just one sweat that beat it up. It was like, yeah, okay.
I'm cool with it. I think she did. I think she'd adapt. I think she would. I think she would. She'd adapt.
Like, babe, I'm a superhero first and foremost.
Well, here.
Well, what
I
about
could-
Catherine? Who the
Here's
fuck
the
is
deal.
that?
So-
Second, I'm a
She could
superhero.
read my mind, and then I could counteract that by.
You can't do
manipulating
anything with hers.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
we're just
absolutely.
making up rules willy-nilly now. Oh, yeah, anything that's convenient for me is off the table. God damn it. Oh, yeah, you control mine, but not your wife's.
Hold on, real quick. Not your significant others. So when she divorces,
Your next one has the exact same power.
it's like, I love you, shit.
That's the contingency.
I will say this, okay? To get to the core of the thing, like, my wife is a fucking badass, and the reason I love her so much is because, like, there's an understanding, right? And we have a list of, like, if Tom Brady ever came into a restaurant,
God,
You can have sex with him.
I would fucking tell you to go over there and fuck him if
Oh, I
you,
thought you
if
were
you're
going
allowed
to.
Well, I would too.
Okay.
If it was a three-way, that's ideal. But if Tom's not into dudes, I'd let her do it. Like, we have the list. Like, I appreciate.
Just picture
I appreciate.
I picture you asking for a three-way and your wife's in the corner like,
He's got.
this is not how a three-way works, Leon. You're like, shut up!
Like, yeah, no,
Shut up!
Me, Tom, and Robert Kraft. That's what I've been talking about this whole time. 78-year-old wrinkly dick. Like, that's what I want in my life. I can control his mind, so I'm gonna. Yeah. What I'm saying is this is a difficult question. I feel like I'm trying to get at. Yeah, that's tough. I think that I would allow it, but it would be. I think we'd eventually be able to come to terms. Like, there's no, like, any girl worth her salt. I will say this: any fucking girl worth her salt. Okay, and I'm speaking to the general community right now, and maybe I don't want to be too aggressive. Understands to an extent, like maybe 35% of how the male brain works. And that's all they need to know, because the other 65%
not good.
is dark.
It's not good. You don't want to go there.
It's gross. But as long as you understand the 35%, you get the gist. So it's like, oh, my husband, like, that is some weird fucked up shit that is going through your mind right now, but like, you're a dude, and like, okay, I get it, that's fine. But as long as you come back to home base and you're like, I'm just a guy, and like, these are natural primal instincts, and like, this is how I feel. I appreciate like sexuality all over the place, guys, girls. Like,
You have a list,
I
right?
appreciate handsome men. Like, you guys know, you guys talk about cum every day in this podcast,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I appreciate
Every day.
I appreciate fantastically handsome, good-looking men, which is the only reason I came to this podcast, quite frankly. Right? With the exception.
Touch you. He literally touched you.
Reach over. Right.
Sir, you have a list. You said you had a list, right? There's a list of predetermined individuals.
With the exception.
You have a list.
I don't want to
Answer the question, yes or no.
Of predetermined individuals?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have mind control powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No further questions.
Fucking Dave, am I right? It's fucking Dave.
Me too. I'm trying to have a good time here. Dave's over here just grinding my
Play
gears.
this game with me. Let's go.
I just picture you and your wife watching the Super Bowl, and then she's just reading your mind. It's like, man, I'd fuck him, and she's
Yeah,
like,
wow.
what the fuck?
Tom Brady would suck the fucking cum out of his balls right now.
And she's like, excuse me, and you're like, huh?
What was that?
The game.
You remember I can read your mind because of the superpower thing, right? Fuck, I forgot about that. Shit. Yeah. Wow.
Leon's
So
like, I
fine,
wish I was his son.
Daddy?
What I would do to get a kiss on the lips from that man.
That's not a kiss, daddy.
That's like what he's known for outside of New England, right? Is just kissing his son on the lips.
Oh,
So, like,
100%.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's our guest next
That's
week.
Texas. We're like, Dallas Cowboys, That man kisses his kids on the lips.
Yeah, fuck that,
Like, that's
dude.
all we got. Like, can't get into the playoffs, but you know what? At least we don't kiss our kids on the lips.
I like that. Listen, you got to work with what you got.
That's
You know,
not a
your
lot.
Kids?
Work with what you got. That's the worst transition.
No, I went down these with Dallas because. Okay, no, let me explain.
Tony Romo.
And then we just cut it right
guys
there.
have been
Just
fucking-
gotta work with what you got. Your kids, it's like.
You've been brainwashed. What I meant to say is that the Dallas football program has been so fucking dog shit for the last decade. You have to work with what you
right.
got, which means I have to fucking shit on Tom Brady, the most winningest quarterback Hall of Famer of all
winningest.
time,
He's God.
because he kissed his kid on the lips. Which, where I'm from in New England, like up to age 37, that's normal.
I like Donut's gonna slowly lean in on that one. He's like, we all, Baddie's head should have got it. It should be a tight on Leon's. All our faces just lean in where this
Up to the age of. That's not. I just pull a man.
Leon,
and
do you
start
play
sucking on it.
Roblox?
I don't play it, but I do
I hear
log
a lot
on to
of-
find
a lot
cute
of-
kids I could fuck. That's why people play Roblox, right? I can't imagine there's any other reason than an adult would play that game. Like if
further-
you're over,
no further questions,
If
Your
you're
Honor.
over 14 and you even log into Roblox once, you are a pedophile. There's no other solution to that problem. Yeah, I mean, weirdly enough, and I know we've talked about this, like that is a real problem. Like there are predators all over
His sister.
Roblox.
That's what they
Cody's
do.
sister.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're
Nah,
all
she's
over
not a
Roblox.
predator.
Oh
we
my
need
God.
to
No.
reframe this
She works with
verbiage.
the police.
She catches the predators.
We need to
Yes.
rephrase the verbiage. Like fucking predators wrote Cody's sister. It's like,
Love you, Sister Operator. You're the best.
Yeah. Roblox is a big problem with pedophiles.
I feel like Fortnite. I mean, there's a lot of games that capture attention from a younger children demographic, and it like the thing is like we're never gonna. You can, I don't know. Like I've had to come to terms with the fact that like that you constantly are reading stories of just the most fucked up shit, and it's like, oh, you can fight against it. Your sister does an incredible job, and all you can do is kind of like swim against the tide and try to do your best to like fucking
Set your kid up.
expunge some of these whatever predators, people that are doing bad things. But like the reality is we just live in a world of really fucking broken, fucked up people. And like it's always gonna be like that. And no matter how many iterations from like the 1900s when it was like horse and carriage versus like now with the internet, which has exacerbated like that piece of it, it's just never gonna go away.
but it's at an all-time low now, which is the best part.
Is it really?
Yeah. So, so one thing I love to say is crimes and like just shooting, any kind of crime, we're at an all-time low. Period. Other than epidemic, we had the largest crime
Heroin
increase
or
since
meth?
the 90s.
Oh, okay,
But
never
even a lot of stuff,
New
even
England, sorry.
school shootings. School shootings, for a good example, 90s when we were in school was the highest time for school shootings by double of late 2000s, 2010 to 2020. We were at a time where we're at a double to triple rate in the 90s. Media is the one thing that did a change on that. So they had who was it? Something Fox. Jeff Fox. He's an NPR
Sure.
host, and he did a breakdown, and he was like, "Holy shit, we were super wrong on what we thought was going on right now. Actually, statistically speaking, we are an all-time safe. School shootings, everything going down." Pedophilia, all that shit's at all-time low right now
Right.
because they've had it's a fucking statistical breakdown. It's fucking very good to read. But when you read it, you're like, oh, I didn't even know any of this, because what you're fed is like, it's the most dangerous time right now. It's fucking terrible, blah, 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 blah.
100%. There's a lot to unpack if you actually went down that rabbit hole, but I think a lot of it comes from like these things have always existed, right? And it wasn't until the last 15 to 20 years where we could get fed breaking cases of this shit happening constantly and in the feeds that we're addicted to algorithmically. And we get to a point
That's the terrifying
as a
part,
society,
that.
right? We get to the point as a society, and this is the part that I think about a lot, right? We live in a world where 90% of what we consume is being decided for us by AI, right? So where we spend our time and like there's
I didn't
a
even
lot
think
of
about
implications
that
about
little
that, right?
fucking thing right there. The A. Go on.
You know, like what are we gonna react to? Like, so you're scrolling shit like, oh, Baddie fucking had a piano recital, that's cute. Fucking Johnny hit a home run, that's nice. Here's a pedophile. I'm pissed, and I'm gonna fucking write a 15-page essay, and the response is so now all of a sudden the algorithm thinks this is the stuff you like to interact with, so it's all they start feeding you. And this happens in a global scale, constantly, all of the time. So you are consistently being fed shit that is engineered to create a visceral reaction out of you.
To get clicks.
To get clicks, and it makes the people money. It makes the overlords the money, right? The media, the tech billionaires in Silicon Valley, whatever it might be. So there's this weird dynamic of like, okay, in the last 10 to 15 years, school shootings, pedophilia, like all these things, they're much more widely reported and adopted. Adopt is not the right word. Widely reported and talked about because it makes people a lot of fucking money. But this shit has been happening forever. Like, and so like this idea that like, oh, it's a problem now worse than it's ever been. No, motherfucker. It's just being talked about more than it's ever been because it's making people a lot of fucking money to talk about it.
We had a
right? So it might be down because it's being put into the spotlight. Whereas for 100 years in the 1900s or the early 2000s, like this shit was happening constantly, but we didn't have fucking cell phones. So now like at least they have to be a little careful. Now we have YouTube channels dedicated to catching sexual predators. Like, that are actually legitimate. There's also people doing it in a way that's fucking annoying, and they're faking it, whatever. But there's like, it's a different dynamic now, where it's a double-edged sword, where it's like it's being talked about and seen a lot more because of the free flow of information, and so it makes us feel like viscerally that this is a problem that is overarching and something we have to deal with right now because it's just this huge thing. But it might be on the decline versus what it was before behind closed doors. So there's like this weird.
A good example was the NPR breakdown was every 100,000 they broke down. In 92 was the highest peak in school shootings. And you are at a 0.24 out of 100,000%. In 2010, we were at a 0.08. And then we spiked in 2017 or 18 with a 0.12. So not even near that percentage of 0.22 in fucking in the 92s. And you're like, holy shit. And thankfully NPR did it. Thankfully, I was like so happy NPR broke it down, because that way you like, it's NPR. Everyone's like, yo, you guys are pretty like.
Trying to walk this right now.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, oh, fuck. I didn't see this piece of information, but that's what they're dealing with. But the flip side is the AI. I didn't even think about that. The AI learning, hey, what these individuals like and how they push that, because it's terrifying.
Let me ask you this, because I think about this a lot. Okay, I grew up in the 90s. I'm an avid music fan, consumer, and a lot of my life, as I was younger, I took pride in my music curation. Right, I loved good music. I would make playlists. Like I always was the guy that like wanted to play cool music.
Old school playlists were like, whether you were cool or not.
CD, like you can burn CDs, give them to your friends. Like pop this shit in your fucking Oldsmobile Cutlass 1993. Like you're gonna love this.
My
shit.
Delta 88, bro.
There's some bangers on.
Don't play this game.
But
I'm going back.
But like, listen, like we're in the era now where everything is decided for us. Everything. Like I no longer curate my own music because all I have to do is type in, like last night, Wiz Khalifa Spotify or what, like an artist you like. I'm just gonna say it, and it's gonna feed it to me. They're gonna give me what they think that I want based on that artist that I like, and that is permeating so many avenues of our life. Whether it's music, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everything we do is content being delivered to us based on what some algorithm thinks we're going to enjoy to keep us there the longest. And it's terrifying if you really break it down, and nobody really steps a lot of people are not self-aware enough to be like, this is the world now. We're not choosing what we want to consume. It is being given to us to consume, right?
Which, when you think about it, that's how humans want it at the end of the day. What makes it more simplistic? What feeds it? What is the easiest pipeline for us?
Sure.
Think of it like, no, Baddie, do you want to fucking go plant corn, water it, have the sun fucking beam on it, raise it, and then fucking tear off the husk? Or do you want to go to a store, buy it? Or even better, do you want to go on to Uber Eats
and just order corn on the cob?
Fucking corn. Oh my God.
I don't want
You literally don't have to leave your fucking office, bro.
I was out.
And you're like, holy shit. This is all I fucking.
Do I want to find a God girlfriend, or do I want to sit on TikTok for 20 minutes.
And look at asses.
Look at all of
There are so many implications to like what I'm saying, and I think that we all feel it, right? We're all a part of it. We all spend a lot of time on social media, and I think that the only thing we can do, right, as people that are part of it, is like be self-aware that like this is happening, and like try to at least understand like when I'm being fed this shit from an algorithm, or like I'm constantly seeing the same thing over and over, and it's like let's at least take a step back, digest it, and be like, all right, how much of this is like something I wanted to see, or
Do your own research.
Yeah, Dior, right?
Holy shit.
But nobody does, and this is the thing. Like humans, we're at fault because we're so fucking lazy collectively. And I'm not. I'm not outside of this. Like literally, like if I didn't have to get off my couch for 24 hours a day, I wouldn't. But I occasionally have to wipe my own ass. Like that's and I'm as guilty as anybody else. But like, dude, we live in a fucking weird like Matrix world where like if you like.
It's given to us.
You could make a movie about how humanity is shifting towards this like fat, happy, like
we're
lying
literally
on
going
the couch,
to Wall-E.
like a visual laser beam of TikTok, just like infesting our mind with this innocuous shit
it a
that
brain
is
worm?
so fucking useless. It's a brain worm, thank you. And it's fucking shaping our youth. It's shaping adults. Like it is changing the way people live and behave and consume. It's crazy, and I love it. It is chaos.
It is
Absolute fucking chaos.
I
love it.
I told the guys about the AI because Corridor does.
Yeah.
I've done deepfakes, so I know how that AI works. It's
Deepfakes are
absolutely
terrifying.
fucking terrifying. And now the voice,
There's a voice deepfake.
I believe. Oh, yeah.
dude, because we have a single podcast of you, I can now deepfake you with the sliding and then use
Yeah,
your
so you have
old.
like good shots of someone. You can do it.
Yeah, and the algorithm. What's
But audio now too. It's not just your face.
No,
it's
and
your audio.
it knows your cadence on how you talk. It learns every little thing. Even I will say,
Just put me in the dirt, dude. You don't even need me, bro. Just write an algorithm to recreate
We have our
me.
fourth guest. It's Leon.
I'm not even
He's
sure my wife
here.
would notice. Yeah.
it's dude, it is so terrifying because I was showing the guys at BRCC. I was like, watch what this algorithm does, and I was like, okay, here's a picture of an entire crowd of people. I was like, because I memorized a certain specific person's face for a video, and I was like, okay, watch. I was like, here's a crowd of people. I hit AI, and it was like this, and then it canceled everyone out of 200 people, and this is like
Just honed in on him.
yeah, and it knew, and they got every frame, and it canceled everyone else out. And you're like, oh. And then Corridor's video, they just did. They did Jake, one of their
Fucking hate
owners.
this video.
And but all they did was just like, okay, AI learned Jake's voice, and then what they did was bring in the employees. Like, hey, Jake has a new video for why he's moving back to LA. They typed out what they wanted Jake to say, and the crew was like, oh, what? Jake's moving back? This is. Why is Jake saying this stuff? This is not.
But they thought it was him.
Yeah, because his inflection, every little thing was fucking Jake. Other than, and Jake was on the call. He's like, at the end, he was like, waiting for a reaction. He's like, I didn't do any of this. What the fuck? How did you get my voice this good? And they're like, oh, the AI learned it.
I
And he's
kind of
like,
want to do that with us, just to.
oh, bro.
Could you like all three of
Dude,
us?
we're in
we can make a
we
podcast
are-
where just donut.
We're in inning one of this shit too. Like
That's what's terrifying.
Thing about it. We're in inning one.
The law. I can make fucking Donut's superpower come to life. Well, his offset.
Which
We are
one?
flying, but
Like
canceled.
the contingency or the other part of it? The flying part.
Twitter's not gonna like me. Twitter's gonna be very
Twitter.
Reddit's gonna
Donut
just like,
here. Hey guys,
Hi, everyone.
Donut here.
Like it is absolutely terrifying to think where we have come to. Like this is at a point where we can make somebody look like they're saying anything. We can make somebody sound like they're saying anything.
Yeah.
And there's no way to refute it. Like you're like, fuck, that's me.
So I did an entire video on. There's a Deep Tom Cruise TikTok
Oh
channel.
my God, it's fucking
So
unreal. Yes, I've seen
so
it.
that's
Corridor
part
did
of
that.
Corridor did the initial point of that.
of that. Yeah. So they got like a Tom Cruise lookalike actor,
And then they deepfaked his face
the
and
face, the
yep.
voice, and dude, I mean, it is. If you like, even if you are adept at like technology and how things work, it's very convincing. Like I went into it knowing what I was getting into,
And it was still confusing.
and I'm like, nah, that's probably Tom Cruise. Yeah, that probably is. Yeah.
Like,
And then you're
Corridor
like,
took
every
it.
Facebook retard is gonna think this is Tom Cruise? Like,
Oh
let's
my
be
God,
honest.
could you- it's not
Let
even
every
fucking
Facebook
close.
person.
Dude, I knew going into it as someone who feels pretty technologically adept, right? I know what's going on in the world, and I know what this fucking account is. It's a deep fake, and I watched it, and I was like, maybe that's really Tom. Maybe that's really Tom. So you put that shit on Facebook for the fucking boomers? There's gonna be 100,000 comments. Like, you could have them say anything you want, dude.
Yo, age
Tom
40 to
Cruise.
70
Oh
is
my-
about to come
Dude,
down on us.
weaponized social media is fucking obscene, and it's like we've seen it in the last 5 years with like political campaigns, like everything, like anti-police shit, like everything you want to do. Like, we are in the like the land of mimetic wars, right? Where like everything comes down to storylines, narratives. Like, how badly can you convince someone that something is true? If you can convince the majority, you win. It doesn't matter if it's true or
It's
not.
the infancy of that, too.
And
That's the scary
we're like I
part.
said, inning one.
It's
Inning
the
one.
fucking dude,
we're
what's
seeing
gonna
this-
happen next week?
We're
Dude,
seeing
10
this-
years
we're
from now,
like-
so terrifying.
I know.
If you
but-
think in 10 years,
So I'm gonna not be
we are
alive.
fucked. My name is Dave. Hi.
let me
I
flip-
hate Mexicans.
Let me flip the script though a little bit, because like part of me. Oh Jesus! Christ.
sorry, he's doing
All right.
Don't.
I touched him again. You
Stop
fucking
it.
fat prick.
I've lost so much weight.
God damn it! You like literally make my eyeballs weep right now. You're so disgusting to look at. I can't even fucking handle it.
I lost 45 pounds.
Oh, congratulations, you fucking fat cunt. Get another 50 to go, you absolute fucking beast.
You look like a fucking boss of Elder Rings.
Congrats, Margaret. Where's your dragon arm, you fucking prick?
Dog eater!
How many 20-sided die are you hiding under your shirt, you fucking frumpy cunt?
Pee pee poo poo,
Holy
man.
You shut your whore mouth. You shut your whore
He
mouth.
touched me.
No! Love me again. Remember when we were best friends? Remember when I lived with you?
Remember when you wouldn't let my son in your house? We were freezing.
I was getting the best blowjob of my life. I know you're listening. Thank
You
you.
think like me touching you is like fuel for me to hate him is going to translate on the camera?
100%.
It's fucking, it's funny.
And then you
I
just
lost
down
track.
as he starts yelling.
Lost track of what I was saying.
Wait, touch me. Wow. Fuck you.
We don't need forever sleep, Baddie.
Yeah, that'll be the end. It's like, oh.
I know I'm going to regret this tomorrow. You're so beautiful in real life. Don't record that. It's going to fuck the mood of your life.
Fluck, cut that out.
Shut the fuck up.
You're very handsome.
I need this.
Very handsome.
Let's see some Indian food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you for watching the Unsubscribed podcast. Of course, as always, we have Eli Double Tap, Donut Operator, I'm Baddie Streams, and of course, our special guest, Leon Lush.
Leon,
Thank
plug
you.
yourself. Where can the people find you, you beautiful son of a
Oh,
bitch?
man.
God, you're tall, you're handsome.
man.
I just, God.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on,
just
dude.
short.
Not right
Shut
now.
up.
Listen, youtube.com/LeonLush. That's where I do most of my shit, and I stream sometimes on twitch.tv/LeonLush. Same thing.
that was
Leon
easy.
Lush
There,
everywhere.
I'm so
Easy.
proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
We love you all. Fuck you, bitches.
Thanks for watching.
Wow. Okay.
You fucking cut shits with that motherfucker right
Dude,
there?
girl.
That's nice.
You must drop fat shits with that thing,
God,
man.
you must
That's a
pound
lot
the
of poop
fucking
in that
toilet.
butthole.
Oh my god.
That's the end. That's the end credit scene right there. That's it.